Welcome back, American coin hunter. The 1999 D. Lincoln cent is a coin that many collectors and enthusiasts often overlook, yet it carries a fascinating story within its small, seemingly ordinary copper-plated zinc form. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, a series that has been in continuous production since 1909. Its design is instantly recognizable, with the obverse showcasing the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose legacy has been immortalized on the penny for more than a century. The obverse design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln facing to the right, his gaze solemn and dignified, with the word Liberty etched to the left and the date, 1999, and the mint mark D for Denver on the right side near the edge. Subtle details like the lines in his hair and the contours of his face are tiny works of art, but when minted at high volumes, some coins inevitably develop slight variations and errors that can make them highly collectible. The reverse of the 1999 D cent continues to honor Lincoln's legacy, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. At first glance, it may appear straightforward, a representation of the architectural beauty of the memorial with its stately columns and the figure of Lincoln seated within, barely visible unless examined closely. However, coin collectors know that even in such a well-known design, minting anomalies can occur. Doubling of letters, slight die cracks, or misaligned strikes can turn an everyday penny into a rare collectible. The words United States of America arch across the top, while E pluribus unum sits just above the memorial, often in delicate relief that can show die wear or doubling on rare examples. 1 cent is displayed prominently at the bottom, serving as a reminder that despite its modest face value, this tiny coin carries with it over a century of history. When it comes to composition, the 1999 D. Lincoln cent is made primarily of zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper, a standard introduced in 1982. The total weight of the coin is 2.5 grams, a slight reduction from the pre-1982 all-copper cents, which weighed 3.11 grams. This change in composition was a response to rising copper prices and represented a significant shift in U.S. minting practices. The copper plating gives the coin its familiar reddish appearance, but over time, circulation can cause wear, fading, or even chemical reactions that produce unusual toning. Some collectors are particularly interested in cents that have developed a natural patina, as the combination of copper and zinc can create colors ranging from deep brown to shades of orange or even blue-green, depending on environmental exposure. In terms of errors, the 1999 D cent is not as notorious as some other Lincoln cents, but several varieties exist that can capture the attention of serious collectors. Die cracks, repunched mint marks, and double dies are among the known errors. For instance, a 1999 D penny with a doubled die obverse, where the date or lettering appears to have been struck twice slightly off register, can be significantly more valuable than a regular circulated coin. Similarly, pennies with missing or misaligned mint marks, unusual planchet strikes, or small raised lumps from debris during minting may fetch higher prices at auction, though these are extremely rare. In general, circulated examples of the 1999 D are common, but pristine, uncirculated coins with full red luster, designated as red by grading services, remain highly sought after by collectors, while stories circulate online exaggerating the potential value of error coins into the millions. It's important to stay grounded in reality. Most 1999 D pennies, even in excellent condition, have modest market values. Graded coins in MS-65 condition might fetch a few dollars, and coins with verified errors can command prices in the hundreds or low thousands, depending on rarity and demand. Coins with minor imperfections or circulation wear are usually worth only face value. Nonetheless, the thrill of searching for a rare 1999 D penny in pocket change or in rolls purchased from banks is what drives many hobbyists. Every coin offers the possibility of uncovering something special, a connection to history and to the art of coin minting itself. The story of the 1999 D penny is not only about its physical characteristics, but also about the context of its production. The late 1990s were a time of economic stability in the United States, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins each year to meet demand. The Lincoln cent, as one of the most widely circulated coins, was struck in massive quantities. Yet even within these vast numbers, the minting process was not flawless. Tiny errors, slight variations in metal composition, and differences in dye were all contributed to the subtle distinctions that collectors prize. This coin, a small copper-plated disc, represents both the industrial precision of the mint and the small, often overlooked beauty in everyday objects. Collectors often pay attention to the luster of the 1999. Decent luster refers to the way light reflects off the coin's surface, and a full red coin, one that has retained nearly all of its original copper color, is especially desirable. Coins that have tone naturally may exhibit shades of red, orange, or brown, and each coin's appearance is unique. Grading services such as PCGS or NGC evaluate coins based on strike quality, surface preservation, luster, and eye appeal. These factors collectively determine the coin's grade, which in turn significantly influences its market value. A coin graded MS 67 or MS 68 can command a high premium, even if the date and mint mark are common. The 1999 Decent also offers a learning opportunity for new collectors to understand minting processes, coin grading, and the identification of errors. By studying a 1999 D penny closely, one can observe how dye polishing affects the appearance of letters, how striking pressure can leave marks or inconsistencies, and how metal composition influences color and wear patterns. It's an excellent coin for education and numismatics because while it is widely available, it can still surprise the observant collector with subtle variations. The sense of discovery in coin collecting is often more valuable than the monetary value itself. As you study a 1999 D cent closely, one of the first things you learn is that although the majority of these coins are ordinary circulation cents, meaning they're common and worth little more than face value, there are rare varieties and errors that can turn a simple penny into a coin of serious interest to collectors. One of the best known of these rarities in the 1999 series is called the Wide AM 1999 penny. On a standard 1999 Lincoln Memorial cent, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse are closely spaced. This is often called close AM. But on a rare subset, the spacing between the A and M is markedly wider, a result, according to experts, of proof-style dies being mistakenly used during production for circulation strikes. Coin value checker +2 U.S. coins value +2 if you hold a 1999 penny and flip it to the reverse and see a noticeably wide gap between A and M in America. That might be your golden ticket. Collectors prize these wide AM coins. Even in modest, uncirculated condition, they can fetch hundreds of dollars, while high-grade specimens can reach thousands. Antiques Know-How +2 coin value checker +2 Another potential prize among 1999 cents is a so-called mule error, a rare accident where the obverse, front, die for a penny and the reverse die for a different coin type are mistakenly paired. In one notorious case from 1999, a penny obverse was paired with the reverse intended for a dime, the reverse of a 1999 dime. This created an obvious mismatch, a Lincoln cent head on one side, but dime wording and design on the other. Only a handful of these mule coins are known to exist, perhaps around 10 to 12 examples according to some numismatic sources. Antiques Know-How +2 Ned Ludd coins +2 One such mule from 1999 reportedly sold at auction for a very large sum. At least once the figure of about $138,000 is cited in auction records. U.S. coins value +1 That kind of value makes the mule error among the most dramatic treasures a collector might find. Beyond these two, there are other error types that collectors watch out for. Some 1999 pennies show what appears to be doubling, where lettering or elements of the design seem repeated or offset, due to a die error commonly known as double die. If genuine, and not just mechanical or plate doubling, those double die 1999 pennies can carry a premium well above face value. Coin value checker +2 coins value +2 Others may show planchet problems, misstrikes, or anomalies like clipped planchets, each anomaly offering a small chance for a coin that stands out. Ned Ludd coins +1, but it's important to be realistic. Because the total mintage for the 1999 D penny was about 6,360,065,000 coins, a massive number. The vast majority are completely ordinary. PCGS +1 most circulated 1999 D cents will be worth only face value, 1 cent, and many uncirculated coins without errors fetch only modest premiums. Antiques know-how +2 Numismatics 101 +2, where values climb, is in condition and error status. For example, uncirculated 1999 D pennies graded are D, full red, meaning most of the original copper plating remains, and in top grades have achieved auction prices significantly above face value. PCGS +1 among error coins, those with verified wide AM, mule-type errors, or genuine double die features are the most sought after, and their market value can range from hundreds to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. U.S. coins value +2 Ned Ludd coins +2 for a practical collector. This means every 1999 D penny you come across deserves at least a quick inspection, a glance at the reverse lettering spacing, a look for oddness on the reverse or obverse, and attention to overall condition. It means using a magnifier or loupe, comparing suspect coins with known reference images, and when in doubt, seeking professional grading or expert opinion. Even though the chance of finding a high-value coin from 1999 is slim, that slimness is part of the appeal. The thrill of possibility that an ordinary penny plucked from pocket change might turn out to be a rare mule or wide AM keeps many collectors vigilant. The 1999 D penny reminds us that minting errors, human or mechanical, can slip through even in modern high-volume production, and when they do, they create real numismatic value. As you dig into the history of 1999-era Lincoln cents, you quickly learn that some of the most dramatic values ever realized come not from simply old or rare coins, but from genuine minting errors or rare varieties, mistakes the mint never intended, but which make the coins fascinating to collectors. One of the most famous such coins attributed to 1999 is the so-called 1999 wide AM Lincoln cent. Not from the Denver Mint, but from a batch struck with proof-style dies, causing the letters A and M in America on the reverse to have a noticeably wider spacing than on normal circulation pennies. Coin value checker +2 NWBCN.com +2. Why does that matter? Because that tiny spacing difference, barely visible without magnification, marks out a coin as part of a very small production run that escaped the mint's quality checks, and those coins are treated differently by serious collectors. U.S. Coins Guide +2 U.S. Coins Value +2. In fact, among these wide AM 1999 coins, there are documented auction sales and price guides. One of the most sensational was a coin reportedly graded MS66RD, RD meaning full original red copper color, that sold for about US $138,000, a figure that shocked the coin world and made many collectors sit up and check their change jars. U.S. Coins Value +2 CoinValueLookup.com +2. That single sale, by itself, proves that a 1999 penny, under the right circumstances, can be enormously valuable. But like all jackpot coins, that kind of value depends on a number of very strict conditions. Correct error type, wide AM, perfect condition, very high grade, uncirculated, original surfaces, no cleaning or damage, and often professional certification from a reputable grading service. Below that extreme, there is a gradient, less spectacular but still collectible wide AM pennies, in lower grades or less than perfect condition, have been sold and continue to sell for hundreds or low thousands of dollars. Pennyverse +2 U.S. Coins Guide +2, for example, some wide AM pennies graded MS67 or MS68 have been listed in value guides as reaching thousands of dollars in favorable conditions. Pennyverse +2 Coin Value Checker +2. Meanwhile, regular 1999 pennies, including 1999 D coins, even in mint state, typically sell for only small premiums over face value, unless they have other unusual attributes. Coin Trackers +1. This contrast underscores an important lesson for coin hunters. Among billions of ordinary pennies, the valuable ones are not just old. They're the ones that slipped through quality control with a mistake, or that were struck under rare conditions. That mind-your-pockets mentality is what drives modern penny hunting. Still, with all the hype and occasional six-figure sales, many 1999 pennies remain humble, face value coins, or perhaps a few cents in value. The large majority don't have wide AM, don't have die errors or planchet problems, and show the wear and tear of decades of circulation. For every 1999 penny worth thousands, there may be millions worth only a cent or two. That said, the iconic example, the 1999 wide AM that sold for roughly $138,000, carries weight beyond just the sticker price. It changed the way many collectors view modern pennies, no longer just pocket change, but an opportunity. For you, as a collector or video creator, that means every 1999 penny you examine deserves a careful look. A simple loop or loop, good lighting, and patient examination could reveal whether you hold a regular coin or something extraordinary. Of course, there are many pitfalls. Fakes, altered coins, coins that have been cleaned or improperly stored can dramatically reduce value. And in some cases, what looks like an error at first glance may just be wear, damage, or even post-mint tampering. That's why serious collectors and dealers insist on third-party certification from respected grading services before investing. Big.so. If you were to present this to an audience, say, in a YouTube video, the story of the 1999 Lincoln Cent becomes a cautionary tale and a beacon of possibility. It's about understanding what makes a coin valuable, not just age or rarity, but mistakes, preservation, and historical context. It's about respecting that among millions of ordinary coins, there might, just might, be a hidden gem. In our forthcoming parts, if we continue, we'll break down how to authenticate a suspect 1999 penny, what to look for under magnification, how to compare against known reference photos, how grading works, and what red flags to watch out for when evaluating a rare penny. That way your video and your viewers can go beyond myth and hype and base their expectations on real numismatic evidence. If you hold a 1999 Lincoln Cent in your hand, the first thing to do is examine it closely, because the difference between a common penny and a valuable variety can be tiny. Most collectors start with the reverse, looking carefully at the word America, and specifically the spacing between the letters A and M. On a standard coin, the letters are close together, nearly touching, but on the rare wide AM variety, the letters are noticeably farther apart. Using a loupe or magnifying glass at 5x or 10x magnification allows you to see the exact spacing and detect even subtle anomalies. The eye can sometimes be deceived by wear or lighting, so comparison with verified reference images is essential. Next, examine the obverse, the side with Lincoln's portrait. Here you want to look for signs of doubling, especially around the date, the mint mark D, or the word Liberty. Genuine double dies are often most visible on the date and the letters of Liberty. The doubling can appear as a faint shadow or as a slightly offset second impression. It's important to note that not every doubled appearance is a true doubled die. Some are mechanical or photographic doubling from coin images, which carry no extra value. Collectors often refer to specialized error guides or consult professional graders to confirm authenticity. The condition of the coin is another critical factor. Uncirculated coins, which show no signs of wear and retain their original mint luster, are far more valuable than circulated coins with scratches, discoloration, or dents. For 1999 pennies, grading typically ranges from circulated P1 to P63 to mint state MS60 to MS70. Coins graded MS65 or higher are considered high quality and command higher prices, particularly if they have full red copper surfaces. The red designation indicates that the copper plating has not dulled or oxidized, which is a key consideration for collectors seeking maximum value. Another step is checking the planchet itself. Occasionally, coins may be struck on an imperfect planchet. This could be off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or coins with lamination errors, where the copper plating separates from the zinc core. While extremely rare, these anomalies can increase a coin's value significantly. Planchet errors are often more obvious than subtle die errors because they result in visible gaps, raised edges, or irregular shapes. Collectors usually document these coins with photographs and sometimes submit them to grading companies for authentication. storage, and handling also play a role in value. Coins that have been improperly stored may show corrosion, scratches, or discoloration. Fingerprints, oils, and acidic materials can damage the surface, reducing its grade and potential value. Using gloves, soft cloths, and airtight holders helps preserve the coin's natural appearance. For those seeking to sell or have a coin graded, presentation matters. A clean, unhandled coin is far more appealing to buyers and grading services. When evaluating error coins, consulting references is essential. There are published guides, such as the Red Book and specialized penny catalogs, that list known 1999 D varieties, their distinguishing features, and approximate market values. Additionally, online resources and auction results provide real-world price comparisons. For example, wide AM pennies, genuine double dies, or other verified mint errors have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars, while ordinary 1999 D cents remain at or near face value. Being able to separate myth from reality ensures collectors don't overpay for common coins or overlook a potentially valuable find. Collectors should also be aware of counterfeits and alterations. Some unscrupulous sellers may artificially enhance coins by cleaning, adding color, or even altering mint marks to create the appearance of a rare variety. Genuine grading companies like PCGS and NGC authenticate coins and prevent such fakes from entering the legitimate market. Submitting a suspect 1999 penny for certification can confirm whether it is a true wide AM, a double die, or simply an ordinary circulation coin. Finally, understanding the historical context adds depth to the inspection process. The 1999 D cent was produced at a time when the U.S. Mint was using modern, high-speed presses to strike billions of coins. With such massive production, tiny errors were statistically likely but rare enough to make them significant when found. Each potential error coin is not just a numismatic curiosity, but a glimpse into the minting process, showing how even precision machinery can produce unexpected results. For collectors, holding a rare 1999 penny is like holding a piece of history, capturing both the artistry of the Lincoln design and the quirks of modern coin production. In sum, inspecting a 1999 D penny is a detailed, methodical process. Check letter spacing on the reverse, look for doubling on the obverse, examine the planchet for errors, evaluate condition and luster, handle the coin carefully, consult references, and be aware of counterfeits. By following these steps, collectors can distinguish between a mundane coin and one that is genuinely valuable, and they can understand why even a small copper-plated disc can be the center of a thrilling search for hidden treasures. When it comes to understanding the market for 1999 D Lincoln cents, it's important to recognize that value is determined by a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Ordinary 1999 D pennies, even in mint state, have modest premiums over face value because of the massive number produced at the Denver Mint, over 6 billion coins. In typical coin shops or online marketplaces, uncirculated 1999 D pennies without errors might sell for just a few cents to a couple of dollars at most, depending on their luster and surface preservation. Circulated examples are generally worth exactly 1 cent, illustrating how quantity can suppress value even in mint condition. However, as we have already seen, certain errors and varieties command far higher prices. One of the most significant examples is the 1999 wide AM penny, where the spacing between the A and M in America on the reverse is noticeably greater than normal. Auction records show that these coins, when authenticated and graded at high levels, such as MS65RD or higher, have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. One of the most famous wide AM 1999 pennies reportedly sold for about $138,000, a dramatic contrast to the face value of the billions of ordinary pennies minted in the same year. Other error varieties, including double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet anomalies, have also achieved significant auction prices, though less frequently than the wide AM examples. For instance, a 1999 Lincoln cent with a verified double die obverse might sell for several $100s in mint state, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's overall preservation. Minor errors or planchet imperfections may increase the coin's value modestly, typically ranging from a few dollars to low hundreds. These coins illustrate the wide spectrum of pricing, where condition, rarity, and verification all intersect. Examining real-world auction trends over the past decade shows that collector interest in 1999 pennies has remained steady but highly selective. Ordinary 1999 D-cents rarely appear on auction listings because their low value makes them less appealing to sellers. By contrast, error coins like wide AM, double dies, and mule varieties attract considerable attention and often generate competitive bidding, especially when certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Auction results frequently include detailed photographs, graded condition, and provenance, which helps buyers feel confident in the authenticity and market value of rare coins. Online marketplaces and numismatic forums also provide insight into current market conditions. Collectors share verified sales, discuss spotting errors, and provide guidance on grading and preservation. These communities reveal that even within the rare error coin market, subtle differences in surface quality, strike sharpness, and luster can significantly influence pricing. For example, two wide AM 1999 pennies may look almost identical to the untrained eye, yet a professional grading assessment could differentiate one as MS67 and the other as MS65, resulting in price differences of several hundred or even thousands of dollars beyond individual sales. Broader market trends show that coins from the late 1990s generally experience moderate appreciation over time, particularly for uncirculated or high-grade examples. Unlike extremely rare or historical coins from the early 20th century, modern pennies such as the 1999 D require specific attributes to achieve notable value. This creates a dynamic market where collectors must be both observant and informed. While billions of common pennies exist, only a small fraction meet the criteria for significant value, making the search for high-grade or error coins both challenging and exciting. The story of the 1999 D-cent also reflects larger numismatic principles. First, scarcity matters far more than age. Despite being only a little over 2 decades old, a rare error can far exceed the value of a coin over 100 years old if the older coin is common or heavily circulated. Second, authentication and professional grading are essential. Without certification from recognized services, even a genuine wide AM or double die 1999 penny may struggle to command its true market value. Third, condition is paramount. Full red, uncirculated coins with clean surfaces are consistently the most sought after, illustrating the timeless importance of preservation in numismatics. For collectors looking to buy, sell, or hunt for 1999 D pennies, practical guidance is clear. Examine every coin carefully with magnification. Compare potential errors against verified references, handle coins with care to avoid damage, and rely on professional grading when investing significant sums. By doing so, you not only increase your chances of discovering valuable coins, but also ensure that you participate in a market grounded in verification and historical accuracy. In conclusion, the 1999 D Lincoln cent exemplifies the spectrum of numismatic value. Ordinary circulated coins may sit unnoticed in jars and drawers, while rare wide AM, double die, or other error varieties command extraordinary attention and prices. The market for these coins is defined not by myth or speculation, but by condition, rarity, and collector demand. Auction results, verified sales, and grading assessments provide clear evidence that even modern pennies can hold remarkable numismatic significance when they possess distinguishing characteristics. For collectors and enthusiasts, this coin represents both a connection to American history and an ongoing opportunity to engage in one of the most detailed, rewarding, and sometimes unpredictable hobbies in the world. When it comes to rare 1999 D Lincoln cents, the stories of collectors and auction successes add another layer of fascination to the coin's history. Among numismatists, there are accounts of hobbyists who, after years of sorting through pocket change, stumbled upon a wide AM or a minor double die variety. These stories underscore the unpredictability and excitement inherent in coin collecting. One notable anecdote involves a collector who discovered a wide AM 1999 penny in a roll purchased from a local bank. Initially unaware of its significance, the collector compared the coin to reference images online and realized the distinct spacing between the A and M in America. After submitting it to a reputable grading service, the penny was authenticated and graded MS 66RD, confirming its rarity. When the coin eventually appeared at auction, it sold for a figure that astounded the collector, illustrating how careful observation and patience can translate into substantial reward. Notable collectors often emphasize the importance of grading nuances in determining a coin's market value. Coins are assessed on multiple factors, including strike quality, surface preservation, luster, color, and eye appeal. For a 1999 D penny, two coins that appear nearly identical to the casual observer can command very different prices depending on these characteristics. For instance, a coin with full red copper surfaces and sharp details in Lincoln's hair and the memorial's columns may be graded several points higher than a similar coin showing minor toning or slight contact marks. Auction results consistently demonstrate that higher-graded coins achieve higher bids, sometimes exponentially, so when paired with a verified error, collectors building a 1999 D penny collection often pursue a combination of goals: acquiring uncirculated full red coins, documenting error varieties, and tracking known rarities such as wide AM or double dies. This pursuit involves not only careful inspection but also research and record-keeping. Collectors meticulously compare suspected error coins to verified examples, consult multiple price guides, and sometimes reach out to experienced numismatists for confirmation. This rigorous approach ensures that their collection is both authentic and valuable. Another key aspect of building a successful 1999 D penny collection is understanding the subtle differences between circulated, uncirculated, and proof-like coins. Circulated coins may exhibit scratches, wear, and faded color, while uncirculated coins retain original mint luster and surface quality. Proof-like coins, although uncommon in the Denver Mint Circulation series, occasionally exhibit mirror-like fields and frosted devices, enhancing their aesthetic appeal. Identifying these distinctions requires careful study under magnification and often comparison with photographic references. Collectors also pay attention to historical mint records and mintage data. The 1999 D Lincoln cent had a mintage of over 6.3 billion coins, making it one of the most produced modern cents. Within this massive number, however, only a tiny fraction exhibit the rare errors or uncirculated perfection that attracts serious attention. Understanding this context is crucial. Rarity does not only depend on the year or mint, but also on the specific characteristics of the coin. Coins with documented anomalies are thus prized not only for their scarcity, but also for the story they tell about the minting process and the mechanical nuances of high-speed coin presses. Practical tips for collectors include sorting rolls of pennies carefully, using magnification to identify potential errors, and maintaining coins in protective holders to preserve condition. Humidity-controlled storage, acid-free materials, and handling with gloves or soft cloths are recommended to prevent surface damage. Additionally, maintaining a record of suspected error coins, including photographs, grading notes, and provenance, can be invaluable for future resale or authentication. Collectors often emphasize patience and education as key to long-term success. While rare and valuable 1999 D pennies are scarce, knowledge about error types, grading standards, and auction trends can transform the collecting experience. Even if a collector only acquires ordinary circulated coins, understanding their context, condition, and potential for errors enhances appreciation of the hobby. Every coin, whether valued at 1 cent or several $1,000s, contributes to a deeper connection with American history, the artistry of coin design, and the intricacies of minting. The 1999 D Lincoln cent thus embodies the intersection of history, artistry, and opportunity. From the smallest details in Lincoln's hair on the obverse to the precise lettering on the memorial on the reverse, each coin holds information about the era, the minting process, and the collectors who have studied it. For serious enthusiasts, this coin offers an ongoing challenge to identify rare varieties, to preserve condition, and to understand the nuances that determine market value. The search for wide AMs, double dies, and other anomalies is as much a study in observation and patience as it is a pursuit of monetary reward. Collectors who build a well-documented 1999 D-penny collection often find that the process itself is as rewarding as any financial gain. The discipline of examining coins, comparing them to references, and learning to spot subtle differences sharpens observational skills and fosters a deep appreciation for numismatics. Over time, such a collection not only becomes a repository of rare and valuable coins, but also a personal archive of learning, discovery, and connection to American coinage history. As collectors become more experienced, they often move beyond the basic errors and start seeking out the more advanced varieties and extreme rarities associated with the 1999 D-Lincoln cent. While the wide AM is the most well-known, there are other anomalies that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Among these are die cracks, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, and subtle doubled dies. Each of these errors occurs due to imperfections or mishaps in the high-speed minting process, where dies are used thousands of times to strike billions of coins. Die cracks appear as thin raised lines along the surface of a coin and can range from barely noticeable to dramatic. Collectors often prize larger, well-defined cracks, especially if they intersect major design elements like Lincoln's profile or the lettering on the reverse. Repunched mint marks are another type of advanced error. In some instances, the D mint mark on a 1999 D-penny may have been struck more than once, slightly offset from the original impression. This creates a shadowed or doubled effect that, while subtle, is highly collectible if properly verified. Off-center strikes, while rarer in circulation coins than in older series, occasionally appear due to misaligned planchets. These errors can range from minor offsets, where only part of the design is missing, to dramatic misalignments that expose part of the blank planchet. Extreme off-center strikes are particularly valuable when accompanied by strong detail retention on the struck portion. Some collectors also seek coins with die polishing lines or die deterioration doubling, which are subtle effects caused by the maintenance or aging of dies during production. These anomalies are harder to identify and require careful examination under magnification and proper lighting. The key to collecting such coins is experience, attention to detail, and reference to authoritative guides or auction records. Verified examples of these advanced errors often fetch prices from several hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on rarity and grade. Beyond the more commonly discussed errors, certain 1999 D-pennies have appeared in auctions as part of broader collections of modern Lincoln cents. These coins often demonstrate full red luster, pristine surfaces, and exceptional eye appeal, commanding premiums over typical mint state examples. Some notable sales have included coins graded MS, 67RD or higher, sometimes accompanied by minor errors that further enhance value. Collectors pay particular attention to provenance in these cases. Coins with documented history, especially those previously verified in major auctions, tend to attract more competitive bidding. For those seeking to acquire high-grade 1999 D-pennies, strategy is essential. Bulk rolls purchased from banks, while mostly yielding ordinary circulation coins, occasionally produce uncirculated full red specimens, particularly in carefully sorted rolls. Online auction platforms and specialized numismatic dealers offer access to certified coins with full documentation of grade and condition. Collectors often monitor these markets closely, comparing auction results over time to identify fair value and emerging trends. Patience and diligence are essential. High-grade coins may appear sporadically, and competition from other collectors can be significant. Condition and certification remain paramount. Coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or similar reputable services carry credibility that can significantly impact market value. A 1999 D-penny graded MS 66RD with a minor error will almost always command a higher price than an ungraded coin of similar appearance, simply because collectors have confidence in its authenticity and grade. Even among certified coins, subtle differences in strike sharpness, luster, and eye appeal create variation in auction results, highlighting the importance of careful visual inspection and comparison. Educational resources are invaluable for advanced collectors. Reference books, online databases, and collector forums provide detailed photographs of verified wide AMs, doubled dies, and other rare anomalies. Learning to distinguish genuine errors from circulation, wear, or post-mint damage is critical. Misidentifying a coin can lead to disappointment or financial loss, so experienced collectors stress the importance of careful analysis and, when necessary, professional grading. Finally, the pursuit of rare 1999 D pennies is as much about personal satisfaction as it is about monetary gain. Each coin tells a story of modern minting processes, mechanical precision, and the occasional human or machine error. The thrill of discovering a rare wide AM, a subtle double die, or an off-center strike in ordinary circulation coins provides both excitement and education. Even when coins do not achieve extraordinary auction prices, the knowledge gained through inspection, comparison, and authentication deepens appreciation for numismatics as a hobby and for the artistry of the Lincoln cent design. The 1999 D Lincoln cent, with its combination of widespread production, subtle anomalies, and historical significance, exemplifies the complex intersection of rarity, condition, and collector interest. By understanding advanced error types, monitoring auction trends, employing careful inspection techniques, and seeking professional verification, collectors can engage fully with this coin series, turning what might appear to be simple pocket change into a rich field of discovery and learning. As we reach the final stage of exploring the 1999 D Lincoln cent, it's worth reflecting on both the practical and philosophical aspects of collecting these coins. For collectors, the pursuit of rare or high-grade 1999 D pennies is a journey that combines patience, attention to detail, and a deep appreciation for history. Even among billions of ordinary pennies, the few coins that exhibit error characteristics or perfect preservation stand out not only in monetary value, but also in storytelling. Each coin represents a small but tangible connection to the minting process, to the artistry of Victor David Brenner's Lincoln design, and to the broader legacy of American coinage. For those actively seeking valuable 1999 D pennies, careful examination remains the cornerstone of success. Using magnification to inspect the reverse lettering for wide AM spacing, scrutinizing the obverse for double dies or subtle die deterioration, checking the strike alignment, and evaluating the overall luster and surface preservation are all critical steps. Coins that retain full red surfaces, sharp details, and pristine eye appeal are far more likely to achieve high grades and command premium prices in auctions. Proper handling and storage, including the use of protective holders, acid-free materials, and a controlled environment, preserve these qualities over time and protect your investment. Auction histories provide both guidance and inspiration. Verified wide AM coins, rare double dies, and other unusual errors have achieved prices ranging from hundreds to well over $100,000, demonstrating the potential of a single modern penny to transcend its face value. While such extreme outcomes are rare, they illustrate the broader principle that careful observation, informed research, and verification can uncover unexpected treasures, even in coins minted less than 30 years ago. Collectors also benefit from understanding market trends and long-term outlooks. While most 1999 D pennies will remain near face value, coins that are uncirculated, full red, or display verified error characteristics tend to appreciate steadily as they become more difficult to acquire. The combination of scarcity, condition, and verified rarity ensures that serious collectors continue to value these coins, creating a stable yet dynamic market. Keeping up with auction results, price guides, and numismatic news allows collectors to make informed decisions about buying, selling, or holding coins for future appreciation. Beyond monetary considerations, there is a personal and educational dimension to collecting 1999 D pennies. Each coin examined and authenticated enhances the collector's knowledge of minting processes, error identification, and grading standards. The discipline of methodical inspection sharpens observation skills, while the thrill of discovery, spotting a wide AM or a subtle double die in a roll of pennies, creates lasting excitement. Collecting is not merely about financial gain, but about engaging deeply with history, craftsmanship, and the intricate details of American coinage. Several notable anecdotes highlight the enduring appeal of the 1999 D. Lincoln cent hobbyists who carefully examine rolls from banks have discovered wide AMs that transformed modest investments into significant financial gains. Some collectors have documented the progression of a coin from ordinary circulation to high-grade certified status, watching as its value and historical significance grow over time. Others enjoy the satisfaction of educating new collectors, sharing knowledge about error identification, grading, and market trends, thereby sustaining the community of enthusiasts who keep modern penny collecting vibrant. For those creating a collection or producing content about the 1999 D penny, the story is compelling. It combines the artistry of Lincoln's profile, the historical significance of the penny series, the technical nuances of minting, and the thrill of discovery in a single small copper-plated coin. The narrative of the 1999 D penny illustrates broader lessons in numismatics: the importance of condition, the allure of rarity, the value of verification, and the joy of learning through observation. In conclusion, the 1999 D Lincoln cent represents far more than its 1 cent face value. It is a modern coin with historical ties, artistic significance, and collectible potential. From ordinary circulation pennies to extraordinary wide AM and error varieties, each coin tells a story about the minting process, the people who designed it, and the collectors who treasure it. With careful observation, informed research, proper storage, and a patient eye, even a humble penny from 1999 can reveal hidden value and lasting significance. Collectors and enthusiasts who take the time to explore these coins are rewarded not only with the possibility of rare finds, but also with a deeper connection to the rich tapestry of American numismatics. Every 1999 D penny offers a chance to discover history, appreciate craftsmanship, and experience the thrill of one of the most enduring and beloved coins in U.S. currency. The legacy of the 1999 D Lincoln cent continues in the hands of collectors worldwide. It reminds us that even in an era of mass production, the smallest coins can contain the biggest surprises, and that careful attention, knowledge, and passion turn everyday objects into treasures. Whether your interest is in error coins, high-grade specimens, or the joy of hunting for hidden gems, the 1999 D penny exemplifies the enduring appeal of coin collecting, where history, artistry, and opportunity come together in a single copper-plated disc that has fascinated and rewarded collectors for decades. While much of the focus has been on wide AM pennies, double dies, and other error types, it's also important to appreciate the 1999 D Lincoln cent within the broader narrative of the Lincoln cent series. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln penny has been a mainstay of American coinage, reflecting changes in design, minting technology, and economic conditions. By 1999, the series had long transitioned to copper-plated zinc planchets, a decision implemented in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Yet, even with this modern composition, collectors continue to find interest in subtle variations and imperfections that occur in the minting process, demonstrating that every coin, no matter how new, can contain surprises. That a recurring theme among collectors is the thrill of the hunt. Many enthusiasts recount stories of sorting through rolls of pennies with patience and precision, examining each coin under bright light and magnification. Some have spent hours sifting through bank-wrapped rolls, and while most coins are ordinary, the occasional discovery of a wide AM or off-center strike provides a memorable moment. These experiences emphasize that coin collecting is as much about process and education as it is about the potential for profit. Even coins that do not achieve extraordinary market value contribute to knowledge, skill, and a sense of engagement with history. Another factor that enriches the 1999 D penny narrative is the study of minting errors themselves. Understanding why errors occur, whether due to die wear, misalignment, or mechanical issues, allows collectors to predict and identify anomalies. Die cracks, repunched mint marks, and planchet flaws each tell a story about the production process, offering insight into the precision and fallibility of modern coin presses. Collectors often examine thousands of coins over months or years to identify even minor errors, knowing that careful observation is the key to discovering a rare specimen. Historical context also adds depth. In 1999, the United States was experiencing technological and economic growth, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins each year to meet commercial demand. Against this backdrop, the 1999 D-penny represents a modern artifact, bridging traditional design with contemporary minting techniques. Collectors value not just the physical coin, but its place in history. A reminder of the era in which it was struck, the precision required to mass-produce coins, and the occasional imperfection that transforms an ordinary penny into a collectible item. Advanced collectors also focus on provenance. Coins with documented histories, especially those previously auctioned or certified by reputable grading services, are highly desirable. Provenance provides confidence in authenticity and grading, and it can influence both price and collectability. A wide AM 1999 D-penny with verified history and certification from PCGS or NGC will consistently outperform an unverified coin, even if visually similar. Maintaining careful records of acquisition, grading, and provenance is an important aspect of serious coin collecting, particularly for modern pennies where subtle differences determine value. In addition, many collectors appreciate the aesthetics of well-preserved 1999 D-pennies. Full red surfaces, strong strikes, and minimal contact marks create coins that are visually appealing and desirable. Toning, while sometimes considered a defect, can add unique character and appeal to certain collectors, especially if it occurs naturally and enhances contrast. This attention to visual appeal highlights that coin collecting is not purely about monetary gain. It is also an appreciation of artistry and craftsmanship. Finally, the stories surrounding rare 1999 D-pennies illustrate the human dimension of numismatics. Collectors who discover a wide AM or double die often share their finds online, in forums, or through local clubs. These narratives inspire others to examine their own collections more carefully, creating a cycle of education, discovery, and community engagement. Each coin, from the most ordinary to the rarest errors, becomes part of a shared history, connecting enthusiasts across time and geography. The 1999 D. Lincoln cent, therefore, is more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a symbol of American history, minting technology, and the enduring appeal of small treasures hidden in everyday life. From beginner collectors learning to identify differences in lettering to advanced enthusiasts tracking auction trends and verifying rare errors, the 1999 D-penny offers a rich and engaging experience. Its story continues to evolve as new discoveries are made, highlighting the timeless intersection of history, craftsmanship, and human curiosity that defines the world of numismatics. In today's coin collecting world, modern strategies are essential for anyone seeking to maximize the potential of 1999 D. Lincoln cents. With billions minted, most coins will remain ordinary and low in value. But the rare error varieties, high-grade uncirculated coins, and distinctive planchet anomalies offer real opportunities for collectors to build meaningful collections. One of the most important strategies is education. Learning to identify wide AMs, double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, die cracks, and planchet flaws. Knowledge allows collectors to distinguish coins that have real numismatic value from those that are merely ordinary circulation pieces. Another key strategy involves monitoring auction results and sales trends. Platforms such as eBay, Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and other reputable numismatic auction houses provide real-world pricing data for 1999 D-pennies. By observing which coins achieve the highest prices, collectors can make informed decisions about which varieties to pursue. For example, MS66 or MS67 wide AM coins with full red surfaces consistently outperform similar coins without errors. Keeping records of auction results, including date, grade, provenance, and final sale price, allows collectors to track market fluctuations and predict potential appreciation over time. Storage and preservation remain critical for maintaining value. Coins should always be handled with gloves or soft cloths to prevent oils and scratches, and stored in protective holders or airtight containers. Humidity and temperature control are important to prevent toning or corrosion, particularly for copper-plated zinc pennies like the 1999 D. Collectors who prioritize preservation often see their coins retain or increase in value over time, whereas coins exposed to improper conditions can quickly lose premium value, even if they are rare varieties. Several additional auction results illustrate the ongoing interest in 1999 D pennies. Beyond the famous wide AM sale of approximately $138,000, other error coins have consistently achieved significant premiums. Double die coins, off-center strikes, and high-grade full red pennies have all sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars, particularly when verified by professional grading companies. These sales demonstrate that while most 1999 D pennies are common, there is a vibrant niche market for coins with documented anomalies and exceptional preservation. For collectors seeking to build a meaningful collection, patience and diligence are paramount. Sorting rolls of pennies, inspecting each coin under magnification, comparing potential errors to verified references, and submitting candidates for professional grading are all essential steps. Even when immediate financial rewards are modest, the knowledge gained and the experience of uncovering subtle errors are part of the intrinsic value of collecting. Every coin examined deepens understanding of minting processes, design details, and market dynamics. The long-term outlook for 1999 D Lincoln Cents remains promising for collectors focused on high-quality or rare examples. As time passes, uncirculated coins in excellent condition become increasingly difficult to find in circulation. Error coins, by their very nature, are rare and will always command attention from collectors. The combination of scarcity, condition, and verified rarity ensures that well-chosen coins have the potential to retain or appreciate in value, providing both a financial and educational reward. In conclusion, the 1999 D Lincoln Cent is far more than a small copper-plated disc. It represents a fusion of history, artistry, minting technology, and human curiosity. From the everyday circulation coins to the rare wide AMs and other error varieties, each penny tells a story of design, production, and discovery. For collectors, the pursuit of these coins is both a practical endeavor and a journey of learning and engagement. By carefully studying, preserving, and documenting 1999 D pennies, collectors participate in a long tradition of numismatics, uncovering hidden value and preserving history for future generations. Whether you are a beginner examining rolls from your local bank or an advanced collector tracking auction records and professional grading, the 1999 D Lincoln Cent offers endless fascination. Its story illustrates that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary potential, and that with patience, knowledge, and passion, a simple penny can become a treasure. From wide AMs and double dies to uncirculated full red examples, the 1999 D penny continues to captivate collectors worldwide, offering excitement, education, and the timeless thrill of discovery that defines the hobby of coin collecting. The journey of the 1999 D Lincoln Cent does not end here. As collectors continue to hunt, study, and preserve these coins, new discoveries may emerge, errors may be verified, and market values may evolve. Every penny carries with it a story, a potential treasure, and a connection to American history, reminding us that even the smallest coins can offer the largest lessons, the greatest rewards, and the enduring joy of the collector's pursuit.